Hello and welcome to Business Intuition Technologies. My name is Marguerite Chadwick. I'm the founder of the Conscious Global Leader. I'm here with my colleague and my co-host, Ashley Lee, who's the CEO of Brain Integration Institute. And we are thrilled to welcome Brad Olsen. He is an artist, a conscious change maker, an explorer, and he's the founder of the Consortium of Collective Conscious Publishing. Welcome, Brad, to Business Intuition Technologies.
Well, thank you for having me. Nice to see you both again, and looking forward to this conversation.
Yes, we are just so excited to introduce you and to share an opportunity of your giftedness and your genius to the world. And we were really hoping that you would share with us what has inspired you to become a world traveler, a keynote speaker, and having appeared on numerous documentaries and TV networks worldwide.
Sure. Well, it started with the worldwide travel, and who wouldn't want to if you have the opportunity, if you have the time, the money, and the desire to do it, which I had in my early 20s. And I always self-financed my own trips. The biggest one was when I went to Japan and taught English for 14 months. And then I set off on a almost 2-year trip after that. So I was out of the country for about 3 years in the early 1990s. And that really, well, not only brought me to many places that I would write about in the future, especially in my series of books on sacred places, but gave me a worldview that helped me with my public speaking, in my writing, and just a general education about how the world really operates from a firsthand perspective. And that has been an invaluable lesson for me my entire life. And I continue to travel quite extensively. Just 2.5 years ago, I went down to Antarctica, rounding out all 7 continents now I've visited, and South America for 4 months, including that Antarctica trip. So there's still a lot of place to go, still a lot to do. And as a result of those trips, I've designed 2 PowerPoint presentations that I give at conferences now. And it's been a helpful journey to advance my career in this way, both as an author and as a conference public speaker.
Well, and thank you for sharing all of that, because that really gives a lot of insight. Sometimes we come out of our shell and move into broader arenas and experiences to really grasp what it is we're here to bring to the world. And so I wanted to ask you, what is the valuable message you're here to present to the world through your books and publishing company inside the contextual framework of formulating distinctions of conscious values?
Right. Well, I have just released my latest book, Beyond Esoteric, Escaping Prison Planet, is the 3rd of the series, the esoteric series. The first 2 are Modern Esoteric and Future Esoteric. Here they are, back of this one. This has been a 10-year endeavor, putting these 3 books together. And it's been, certainly a labor of love, let's put it that way. Almost 1,400 pages of original content, all 3 books, to just give an idea of all the subjects that really have not been in the mainstream, a way to really quantify the amount of information that has really been kept from the human race. And that's generally what the term esoteric means, is it's information available to a select few only. In fact, the word changes when you start to branch out to the rest of the world, and it becomes exoteric. So when we all know something like that, not quite as tantalizing as when it's a hidden secret and it's available to a select few. But that's why I have the tagline here: all that is hidden will be revealed. And I do my best to try to weave a important narrative that people can understand, sometimes very complex issues. When it gets into the second book, Future Esoteric, when it gets into UFO technology, how these craft might be able to fly both against gravity and then out of the solar system. So it's really a tour de force in many different subjects that affect our world today, as well as ponder the question, where did we come from, including antediluvian civilizations that were on this planet a long time ago, including pictures and images of ruins under the ocean, as well as some of these megalithic sites that I was able to visit in South America with blocks that are weighing in excess of 70 tons that machines today would have a very difficult time moving. So this is the kind of thing I'm just very fascinated with myself personally. And then I put this together in this series of books. And so far it's been quite well received. And I'm very happy to reach a wider audience and even talk to your audience in the business intuition technologies field and share a little bit about what I've been up to and some of the content in my books.
Well, that was a beautiful rendition of the distinction of that value of being esoteric or moving from esotericism to exoterism and actually sharing it with everyone. And so in every business environment, bringing out the secrets and bringing that to the world, or bringing that to your team, and then letting the world experience the beauty, the giftedness, and the deeper understanding that we all can live into.
Right. Well, thank you.
Yes, Brad, your travels are one thing, yet what you're discovering, what you're exploring, and what you're pulling and bringing forward for the world to have clarity about, to consider, open perspectives. This is where your work is so valuable and it's so appreciated. And the relatedness that comes into bringing this into, tying this into the business world, is that we're in a space and time where everything is being revealed. And what that can mean is of various different things. There's a spectrum on that. But inside of corporations for radical integrity and honesty and transparency, and this is where we're so excited that you're bringing forward this work, is so that way, as an example and a contextual, we get to feel and touch this. So excited for your work and for your books. Brad, how can our listeners and how can everyone reach you for learning more about you and what you bring forward?
Sure. If you're interested in the books that I write, and I'm also a publisher, some of the other authors that we publish through CCC Publishing, well, go to that website, cccpublishing.com. You'll be able to see all of my books and even read off of the Google Books app some of the contents of those books, as well as the other authors. And all those orders through that website go through my office. So the books that I wrote, I can sign a copy for people. Otherwise, they're widely available throughout the book selling world, because we have a great distributor, which is a key for my own business and the intuition about getting this out to a wider audience. If people want to know more about me, including this event I founded and produced called the How Weird Street Fair, well, that's on howweird.org, but all of the projects that I work on are at a website with my name, bradolsen.com. And you can also see some of my upcoming events where I'll be speaking at both in the virtual world, such as Contact in the Desert this weekend, and some live events that are coming up. The first being the Mount Shasta Summer Conference at the end of August. So live events are coming back. I'm very happy about that because I really like to get out there and then meet people, where I met you guys at my last live conference of 2020 out in Sedona. So it's great to make these connections. I think our tribe is coming together, and a lot of times these conferences are a driver for people that are very interested in new concepts. And well, it gave us that opportunity to meet, and here we are again today. So good things come of it when we can be together. But sometimes we have to do it in the virtual world.
Absolutely. Brad, you just rounded this all out. This is perfect. We are so excited for the work that you're bringing to the world, for the conferences that you're holding. We highly recommend everyone go to visit Brad at those websites that he suggested, and we look forward to supporting you and all of your endeavors. We'll see you again, Brad. Thank you so much. Take care.
Thank you.